Good day.
Dominate. I certainly did not. It's strange how it reminds me of the competitions I attended in my youth. Perhaps Bestia is right. Gladiatorial...
Legate, I need your advice and perhaps permission. There's a personal matter I need to address. Can you guide me? I'm a gladiator. You will tell me that I am a free citizen now and no longer a Serluus. That much I know, and I am truly happy for it. I do have a goal in life, but I do not know how I can achieve that goal without training. It is my belief that Cineros can provide...
That's what I've been telling him.
The ability of a gladiator is measured by his ability to survive. Nothing else matters. I have never seen a gladiator as old as Cineros. And he's still fighting. Clearly I can learn many things from him.
But, Bestia, I was an athlete, not a gladiator.
Different words, same thing. I am looking for someone. We were sold together as Zoe. Now that I'm free, I would like to find her. It stands to reason that she's free too now. But I know neither her name nor her location. That quest goes beyond the skills of a gladiator. I do remember loving her. And then I remember resenting her. I was a child. I do not remember much. I want to learn whatever my Magister decides to teach me. It is not for me to choose lessons. I shall learn whatever skill is necessary for me to learn.
I do not know what I can teach, Bestia Tabat. But with your permission, I'm willing to do what I can.
Excellent.
Very well. I shall try to teach you to the best of my ability.
Thank you, Magister.
At your service, Legate.
Thank you for sending me those schematics. Our way, Legate.
Legate, I am at your service.
All quiet.
Salve, Domine. At your service.
Our way.
What can I do for you?
Need something?
You helped me reach you.
I finished that equipment you requested. Turned out all right, if I do say so myself.
I helped
can
you
collect it
reach
right over here.
Jupiter?
Indeed. For it is said to find truth, one must observe the actions of Jupiter. I
Salve,
feel like I'm
Domine.
closer to the gods, thanks to you.
You're welcome. But let me pose this question to you. Do you think Jupiter's actions are arbitrary? Or are they guided by truth as well?
Obviously, they are guided by truth.
In that case, you perhaps need to find the truth only. For a truly wise man would not need Jupiter.
Salve.
Should we position the troops? Aitina rapivia reliquita inter manipulos! Our ranks have reached the enemy lines. One of our maniples is about to break! Centuriones! Inferia! Praise Mars! The day is ours! Sinite milites exultare!
We meet again. Go right in. Everyone is waiting for you.
Welcome and well met. I believe I do not need to remind you of our agreement about the nature of this meeting.
Of course not.
I am well aware of the nature of your arrangement.
Delightful. Settle down then. And just to make it clear, you both agreed to not bear arms inside my villa. This rule is meant to discourage combat. Combat in this case includes but is not limited to hand-to-hand engagements. Refreshments will be served in a moment. Enjoy yourselves, and please, try to refrain from killing each other.
I see you have brought reinforcements, Lucullus. Are you the Consul's Praetorian Guard? Have it your way. Let us keep some things mysterious and the conversation honest. Very well. Let us start. Tell me how I can help you.
First of all, Mithridates Megas, I am pleased that you came to meet me. There's a certain individual you've been keeping as a guest. It would make me happy to see him reunited with his family.
I'm sure that would make you happy and place you in a significantly better strategic position. Forgive me for being selfish in this case, but you should know that his release would certainly not make me happy. And I'm mostly concerned with my own happiness. Besides, I'm quite fond of my new friend Kota. Why would I let him go? He's a valuable guest. Certainly, you don't expect me to roll over and give him up to you.
Not at all. But my intention here is not to bring about your defeat.
I highly doubt that.
My intention is making sure we both win. Over the course of this war, we have captured nearly 1,000 of your soldiers, which are held in my camp as prisoners. I have no interest in feeding your men. We would both be best served by an exchange of hostages. One man for the lives of 1,000. I'd call that a fair trade, would you not?
An interesting proposal. But Kota is of immense strategic value to me. In order to make this trade, I would need to see my strategic position improved. I'm sure I can be persuaded into parting with your co-consul in exchange for, say, your departure from Asia Minor with all your legions. I doubt you'd agree to that. He's alive. That does pique my interest. I'll have to consider it. Perhaps over a glass of wine?
Indeed. All this talk made me thirsty. My ward should order our wine.
Don't you worry. I have already prepared the best wine for my guests. We did not spare any expense. How dare you accuse me like that? Check the drinks all you want. I'm not a murderer. Go now. I shall bring your drinks.
Ah, good wine. Refreshes the mind indeed.
These Asian wines are rather dry. I prefer those they make in Africa.
To each their own. I'll make you one final offer. I have no interest in handing over Kota. But since you have shown goodwill, I may be willing to release 200 of your legionari in exchange for the release of Arculeus, who you claim you have captured. You expect 500 men in exchange for one general? I will release 350.
We know how important Archelaus is to you. Indeed, we have witnessed his skill firsthand. We must have a full cohort in exchange for him.
Fine. A full cohort then.
We have a deal.
I am not in the mood to eat any longer. Stay and enjoy our host's hospitality if you'd like. Next time we meet, it will be on the battlefield.
That was some masterful negotiation. Well done. Go on, I'll stay here a little longer. I have some things I wish to discuss with our host, and some local delicacies I'd like to taste.
What can I... My name is Laumen Dondas. I'm a landowner. I'm certainly not complaining. I am well liked in Troas. People know me. There is little to tell. We are an idyllic, quiet community of fishermen, produce, and, well, many fish. My business is preservation of fish. special price on...
Nope. Yes.
Good day. I am. Oh, I will.
What's this? Secret messages. Signed by Mithridates. Theophilus is secretly corresponding with the king.
With these letters in hand, I could potentially forge a similar letter. That way we might be able to lure Mithridates away from his men. But we should discuss this under more private circumstances. I've been examining those letters we found hidden in the Temple of Apollon. I am confident I could forge Mithridates' handwriting based on this. It's certainly worth the attempt. In the worst-case scenario, he will see through the ruse and stay put. But if he does take the bait and come alone, we could apprehend him then, solving the matter with no bloodshed. I shall begin at once. It will not take long, I think.
Good to see you again. Any news about our agreement? Oh, this is a clever ploy. I didn't expect this at all. Very good. Yes, I believe I can ensure this letter makes its way to him. You plan to kill him there? I recommend you make up your mind before you confront him there. best not to let him exploit your hesitation and gain the upper hand. Theophilus will get this letter from Mithridates. I trust you will take it from there.
You! What is going on here? I did not expect such low deception from a Roman. What do you want? Surely you have not lured me out here just to kill me.
You can keep your life, traitor, but nothing else beside it.
Curse you, woman! I should have known you were behind this all along. Do you not understand that everything I've done was to ensure the safety and prosperity of Musia?
My husband was not perfect, but he was a good man and a wise ruler.
Please, Roman, you have been manipulated. Maro was utterly indifferent to the needs or wishes of the people. He governed only to enrich himself and his closest friends. Everything I've done was to protect our people and our city. Maro wanted to throw away the lives of our young men. No one but him wanted this war.
My Maro didn't want a war either, but Mithridates did not request our opinion. Kitsikos held against Mithridates as we should have.
We are not Kitsikos. Thousands would have died for nothing, and the city would have burned. Yes, I swear it by Apollon Alexikakos.
You can't! I demand justice for my husband. He's only saying these things because you have a knife to his throat. He'll turn on you just as he turned on us.
You are not the rightful ruler of Musia Zenobia. No more than I was. What you've done here today will be visited upon you tenfold when the war is over.
If I can save Musia from the wrath of Rome and restore us to law and order, I will gladly accept any punishment for what I've had to do to achieve it. Please meet me back at the temple, Strategos. We have one more matter to deal with. What if I told you I could get you into King Mithridates' camp? Utterly unnoticed. I knew you would see the possibilities at once. I just need you to do one small thing while you are there. Theophilus made a terrible pact with Mithridates. Musia was promised rulership over Troas after the war. The agreement was made in writing. If Troas ever learns of this... well... precisely. I know of a small group of Pontic scouts camped nearby. If you take them by surprise, you should be able to use their uniforms to disguise yourself. That way you and perhaps one of your most trusted people can sneak into Mithridates' main camp.
Not a bad plan, if I'm being honest. Bold, but the best...
It would be kept either in the king's personal tent or with his scribe. And I have inherited the consequences of his decisions. The contract is made on our city's behalf. Isn't it obvious? An up-close look at Mithridates' forces. A first-hand head count. You may even catch a glimpse of the king himself. Only stay your hand if you do so. An assassination attempt would be ill-advised in those surroundings.
Mithridates is known as an excellent general. He's the first of Rome's enemies.
Until you destroy that contract, I cannot risk withdrawing Musia from the siege of Kitsikos. Strategos! Until you destroy that contract, I cannot risk withdrawing Musia from the...
This chamber used to be open to the air. Do you see the wall there? It's more recent than the rest. It must have been sealed many years ago. Perhaps the god it paid tribute to fell out of favor.